I've tried to make this video like 3 times. What is going on? Somebody don't want this message to get out. Okay. So you ever been in a place or approaching a place or about to go into a place and you immediately feel your energy change? Like something's dragging you down or you feel heavier. Let's say you got up that morning, you got dressed, you felt good, refreshed, you slept well, and you couldn't really figure out why when you got to this place that changed. I experience this all the time. I know some of you probably do too. And what really made me start to take note of it is just, first of all, understanding more about myself and how easy it is for me to pick up on stuff like that. Like, I'm very, very super sensitive to a lot of things. I can give you a bunch of stories about just some of the weird things, that I could pick up on, and people will look at me like, how did you know that? I'm just like, I just can feel it. I just know. But anyway, I really began to take notice because aside from understanding how much of a super empath I am like that, just looking at how I felt before I got to the place or around certain people, and then how I felt once I got there, and the big difference, and I had to kind of figure out, is this me? Am I tripping? Am I, is my mood just switching up on me that much? Or is it actually the environment, A lot of times, you hear people talk about things, and it's very enlightening to know when something is a thing, like when you have been experiencing something and you just figured it was a normal for you. It's your norm. And then maybe you come across some type of information, whether it's on a video or in a book, and it's actually a thing. It's a name for it. It's something that happened in ancient times or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You find that as a thing. But the next step is, what do you do about it? What does it mean? Okay, so I have this ability. It seems to not be working in my favor if I'm leaving my house feeling happy, and then I get around these people, or I get to this certain place and there's this energy that, is communicating with me, or that's making me feel a certain type of way. That's not, my natural way of being or feeling. What can you do? Some people may say, there's different ways to protect yourself, and, you have to take deep breaths, and you have to do all these different techniques, and all of that's great. That's wonderful, But what if you could actually change what's happening? What if you can actually manipulate the situation for good? If those people make you feel bad, then don't go around with them. Don't deal with them. If that place makes you feel a certain type of way, don't go there. But it's not always that simple. Sometimes you might have to go to certain places. Sometimes you might have to be around certain people for a certain amount of time. What are you going to do? Take deep breaths and count to 10 the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to function. And it would be great to be able to function as you, with your natural high energy, with, still feeling the way you felt when you woke up and you got out of bed, refreshed, good, ready for the day, energized. You know what I'm saying? So I thought about this little experiment before going into one of my jobs, and it actually worked, and not that I probably haven't done this before, but the point that I made a conscious intent to change the energy when I entered into this place. So I already knew, you know, it was going to be certain people there. I already know that they're already always complaining. They're already disgruntled. They already mad that they woke up. They don't really want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. There may be things going on at home, you know, that's valid reasons for them to complain. But it's just like, bro, you're killing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't deal. So instead of just going into this place this time and just listening and letting them start their spill, I said to myself, this time is going to be different. This time I'm going to make a conscious effort to maintain my inner happiness no matter who fell out the bed the wrong way, who didn't wipe their butt good enough when they got off the toilet, who, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, I'm not going to let anybody kill my mood. And so I sat in the car, had this little mental conversation with myself. And then I got out of the car, you know, with my little bouncy walk. And I went inside, you know, got my little coffee, went to the office. And of course, you know, the same characters were there ready to complain. And as soon as the first comment about, you know, the gripe of the day came out, I immediately countered it with something positive. And then they looked at me strange, you know, a little bit and paused. And then they went to the next complaint, which, mind you, has nothing to do with me. Just these people just like to complain and have something to complain about because it gives them something to relate to dealing with one another, I think. You know, it feels good. It's almost like a misery loves company type of thing. Like, if I can complain about my foot hurt and your foot hurts too, then we can relate and we are kin in the foot hurt crew. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Anyway, and then it was a third comment, and then I came back with another, you know, solution, positive, you know, comment about it. And everything that I was saying was sincere. And before you know it, another person came in. They were like, "Oh, hey, Jewel, how you doing?" I was like, "Oh, what's up?" And I could just feel the heaviness of the room lifting slowly. And then another person came in. "Oh, what's up, Jewel? Good morning, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" You know? And it just, for once, even though I can't really explain to you exactly how it went because I don't remember all the details. Like I said, I've been trying to make this video for a minute, but anyway, I could feel the heaviness of the room lifting. And before you know it, those few characters who usually come in there and complain, they had to just be happy with everybody else. And next thing you know, everybody was in the office laughing and, you know, and I think probably the only difference was really, like I said, I probably have done this before. I'm sure I have. But this time I made the conscious intent, the decision that when I go in here, these people ain't about to, they're not going to make me feel bad. And I didn't get up feeling bad. That's not my responsibility to carry. You know what I mean? I'm going to change it around. And if I can't make them feel good, then either they're going to have to leave the room or I'm going to have to leave. Somebody's going to have to leave because I'm not going to do it anymore. It's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to know exactly what I said or what I did or the specifics of the situation. It's just that the same tactics, and not that these people premeditated being negative every day. It's just that they've been that way so long, they don't know how else to be. It's the same method that they use to pull the energy down and drain the life out of people with all of the negativity. You use that same technique to pull everything back up. And there you have it. Talk to you in the next one. Oh.